You better not leave us like that. You better not.
No.
Hey, what's going on? Syntell with the Intel here, and you already know what's going on. I got the wonderful Achara Kirk beside me.
Woo! Oh my God, woo! Also, woo young woo, baby!
Yo, all of that, that's what I'm saying. This has been an incredible journey so far. We've only watched the first 2 episodes so far. If you need to catch up, there'll be a link in the description to some of the previous episodes. But there's also something else tremendous that you should know about regarding a Patreon page. Chara, go ahead and let the people know what's up.
So if you guys are enjoying the reactions and you want to watch along with us the entire episode, you can do that on my Patreon with Jaby. That's patreon.com/Jaby Koay. I'm also putting it up on our memberships on Jaby Koay and Get Jaby. So whichever one you want to choose, you can join us on there and you can watch the entire reaction. All you need to do is have your own Netflix subscription open with the video in a separate page, press play when we tell you to, and boom, we can watch it together in real time. It's awesome.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. If you want to know all the details, don't worry about it. I got you covered. All of that's going to be in the details below as well. So without any further ado, let's get started.
정훈아, 사훈아.
Dang, that's a nice apartment.
For real. Golly, they've been killing me with these fireplaces.
Someone likes penguins. What?
Whoa, who is that?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm off of him.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Goodness, who is that? Goodness.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we were just talking about the serenity of the opening and then it just
I know.
changed gears on us real quick.
Pengsoo, is that penguin in Korean?
상정약품이라고 들어봤어요? 거기 회장님이 한바다에 오랜 고객이신데 이번에 힘든 일을 겪으셨어. 아들만 둘이거든?
They were both his sons. Okay. Oh, and he did
He
pass.
died.
사인은 흉부 손상, 갈비뼈 22군데가 부러졌고 그것 때문에
Damn.
가슴 안에 출혈이 생겨서 사망을 한 거지. 갈비뼈 앞쪽 골절이야. 심폐소생술을 하다가 그랬다고 치더라도 나머지 11개 골절은 사실 폭행 아니고는 설명하기가 어렵지.
That is true. I've heard if you're doing CPR right, it cracks ribs.
That's right, yeah.
이 사건 내가 진행할 건데 우영우 변호사도 같이 해줬으면 좋겠어. 피고인한테 자폐가 있거든.
She's like, what, am I the autism whisperer right now?
Right?
자폐의 공식적인 진단명은 자폐 스펙트럼 장애입니다.
That's right.
스펙트럼이란 단어에서 알 수 있듯 자폐인은 천차만별입니다. 고래처럼요.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
You gotta let her get it out of her system.
Yeah.
일단 한번 만나봅시다. 너무 겁먹지 말고.
Yeah, maybe she does feel like a little bit uncomfortable, you know, to go into that situation.
이번 사건을 맡은 변호사 정명석입니다. 그리고 여기는
변호사 우영우입니다.
But I wonder how the parents are gonna feel about that, right?
Yeah.
You know, because they, you know, how they deal with their son is probably different than how she might have been dealt with.
Because she's highly functioning. Oh, look at the mom. She's just like
Right?
staring.
The laser eyes.
Yeah.
그날밤 무슨 일이 있었던 건지 아무리 물어도 그저 죽는다 하지마 그 말뿐이네요.
두
Maybe he was trying
아들님
to save
사이는
him.
어땠습니까?
좋았어요.
Yeah. Maybe the words are switched. Maybe he's trying to say stop from dying.
Yeah.
제가 자식들 속을 이렇게 모르네요.
As a parent, I can understand internalizing that.
Oh. Oh, bless him. I thought he was gonna like shut the door on her for a second. I was like, no, how could you? But he's still the nicest guy ever.
아유 배고파.
There we go. Oh, he's so sweet.
Okay, I read that all wrong. I
Yeah.
thought he was trying to, you know, enforce the boundary rule thing,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that kimchi looks like a whale.
You're seeing whales now, too?
I know.
우리가 17층에서 일을 하고 지하 1층에서 점심을 먹을 때 올해는 울산 앞바다에서 먹이를 먹고 일본 서해안에서 잠을 잡니다. 고래한테는 울산 앞바다가 주가.
She immediately jumped into it.
Yep.
가서 좀 말릴까요?
간헐적 단식도 하루 중 8시간만 먹으니까요.
아 그냥 둬요. 별로 안 싫어하는데.
네?
아니 준호 얼굴이 싫어하는 표정이 아니잖아요.
Uh-oh. She's all like, can it be? He's in love with her.
You can see it just
Yeah.
concern and a little bit of fuming, a little
Yep.
teeny bit.
She's like, dang it. He's too handsome.
Is that him walking?
Perhaps.
Goodness.
Dang. It's like Godzilla.
약속했어. 잘하자.
He is a big boy.
Right?
안녕하세요.
네, 오셨어요.
So here in the States, if you get like a murder case, you're pretty much in jail until proven guilty. But I'm assuming that may not necessarily be the case here.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, he loves the penguins.
That is a
Pengsoo.
big dude.
정은이 펭수 좋아하는구나. 예, 앉으세요.
정훈아, 여기 앉아.
앉아.
My friend's son is on the spectrum and he loves trains. That's his thing.
이대로 진행해야 될 것 같네요.
정은아, 안녕. 아저씨 이름은 정명석이고 여기 누나는
우영우입니다.
그래. 아저씨하고 누나는
Are they talking to him loudly because of the headphones or because they don't think he understands?
Maybe both.
정은아. 그게 뭐야?
Bless him, he's trying so hard.
김상우 씨를 왜 때렸습니까?
Oh, she goes right in. Too direct. Oh, too traumatic.
자폐인과 사는 건 꽤
왜?
외롭습니다.
I wasn't expecting him to say that.
Yeah.
하루하루 이악 물고 버티면서 살아요. 아니 도와주지 못하면 저 엄마까지 왜 이래 진짜. 아유. 영아 뭐해?
Oh, that's never good. The Legos? Oh, man. And then that sets your
Oh,
mood
no.
for the rest of the day?
아빠 우네. 아빠 울어. 왜?
So is it
Oh.
no empathy? Is that like a common thing that goes
That-
on with autism?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think they have a hard, I mean, it depends. Like, they can have a hard time just understanding emotions. And so it can be difficult to relate on that level, you know?
Okay.
It's tough, though, because it's like he loves his kids so much.
영우야. 영우야.
I love the daddy storyline.
Yeah, and he's like working it as the actor.
Yeah. I would not know what to do in this situation.
이 행동은 인근 소란에 해당합니다. 당장 뚝 하지 않으면 경범죄 및 오복 슈퍼 업무 방해죄로 신고하겠습니다.
Huh.
Wow.
That's one way to get to your kid. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
노력해.
That's right, daddy.
방법은 뻔해. 해내는 게 어렵지.
That's fast.
Wow, that is facts, yeah.
아유, 그러고 보면은 영우랑 사느라고.
I bet she just left.
She better pull a Batman.
Yep.
Oh, the lonely part. I get that now. That's
Yeah.
really pivotal.
들어와.
팽아.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, he's into it.
Is this like the penguin dance thing?
I guess.
Let me introduce
introduce myself. My name is Pengsoo. 나는 팽에 빼어날 수 이렇게 빼어날 수가 없어. 나는 펭귄, 황제 펭귄, 펭귄 중에 캡틴.
Oh my god,
Oh,
he's
what?
really
Yo,
good.
he dropping bars?
웃음 부신 눈빛 손이 올라가면 왜 행진 행진 캡틴 펭
All right. I mean, you know, get it. Get it how you
Yeah.
K-A-T-P-E-N-G-S-O.
Your turn. Come on now.
N-G-E-E-N-G-S-O.
get it. Come on, man. You got to pick up
Come
the
on,
mic
come
and
on.
spit some bars.
Oh, they tried so hard. Here he goes.
Oh.
He was just waiting for the best part.
All right. Hey, it works.
김정호 씨가 대답을 해야만 우리는 노래를 또 합니다.
또 해, 노래, 또 노래해.
먼저 대답하세요. 왜 형을 때렸습니까?
He's like, nope. Is he gonna?
죽는다. 하지 마. 하지 마. 죽는다. 하지 마. 죽는다. 하지 마.
What do you see? What do you see?
Something hit him in the head.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
The inspiration.
Oh.
Oh, a
we got the dolphin. Okay.
형이 자살하려 했습니까?
네.
정훈아, 형이 죽으려고 했어?
But you saw how she revered the older brother, and
Yeah.
probably can't imagine him being that somebody that would do something like that.
Yeah.
형이 죽으려고 한 적 없었어?
네.
Oh. He's just saying yes.
That was some compelling evidence, though.
Yeah.
변호사님들 애써주신 건 감사하지만 우리 정훈이 직접 만나는 건 오늘까지만 할게요.
You think that's to protect him, and also to protect the possibility that they may be right.
Yeah.
Protect herself from having to really process that. Because I'm sure the mom would have to be in denial. I mean, he got good grades, he scored well,
Yeah.
he loved his brother. That's a lot of pressure.
이 방 보면 심란해서 문을 계속 닫아놨어요. 물건들이 그대로 있을 텐데 도움되는 게 나올지 모르겠네요.
저희들끼리 한번 봐도 될까요? 뭔가 찾으면 말씀드릴게요.
Okay, so she's still trying to be helpful. I had assumed that maybe she might have been more resistant.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm genuinely surprised that she let them come and look at the stuff, but
It's a beautiful door.
I
know
know.
I'm off the subject, but you know I love doors.
I know. It's like CSI. What do we see? Any marks? Oh, cute. It's like a little dance.
Is she wearing slippers?
Yeah,
Like
house slippers.
Okay.
They both are.
Oh, okay.
That's strong but easy to cut with a blade. Oh my.
있는지 김상훈 씨 목이나 자국이랑 대조해봐야겠어요.
Huh. Please don't do that by yourself. Don't do that.
Anything else?
That looks diary-ish.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, men have journals. Okay. Well, there we go.
다이어리에 따르면 작년에도 몇 번 그런 일이 있었던 것 같습니다.
Oh, wow. They didn't even tell him.
Okay.
그런 일이라니 무슨 일 말입니까?
자살 시도를 말씀드리는 겁니다.
You saw the way the father
Yeah.
kind of like looked away when he
Yeah.
first brought it out.
일기장에 무슨 말을 못합니까? 힘들면 그럴 수 있잖아요.
자, 중요한 부분은 여기입니다.
Right, but
Yeah, a lot of times as a parent, you know, the things your children do, you take that personally as a reflection of
Yeah.
yourself.
내가 목매는 걸 본 이후로 동생은 잠을 설쳐. 악몽꾸나 매일 밤 나를 감시해. 죽는 게 뭔지도 모르는 바보가
because he loves you.
Right?
공부 잘하기로 전국에서 유명했던 녀석이 고작 학업 스트레스 때문에 자살 시도를 밥 먹듯이 했다.
너 뭐가 그렇게 잘나서
남의 귀한 아들 누구씩 건방지게 불러가면 평가질이야. 그래봤자 너도 자폐잖아.
여보, 왜 이래요?
Oh, that's very telling.
Yeah.
안 둡시다. 내 아들 모욕하지 않는 변호사한테 사건 다시 맡길 겁니다. 상점과 한바다 관계도 끝입니다.
회장님, 사모님.
Yeah, he's in denial. I bet he blames himself a lot. I'm willing to bet that has a lot to it.
Well, not only that, I feel like there's probably a sense of like the wrong son died, you know?
Oh, that is the very ugly
Yeah.
elephant in the room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
B 씨는 귀가한 부모에 의해 병원으로 옮겨졌지만 결국 사망했습니다. B 씨는 지난 2018년도 수능에서 만점을 받고 서울대학교 의과대학에
It's just easier for them to blame it
Yeah.
on the disorder that they don't like or understand.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then that's terrible because it, yeah, exactly. This whole thing where it just kind of makes people more scared of people on the spectrum, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
And then she has to read that. It is a direct mirror, a reflection on herself.
Ugh. But it's like, as people, we do get very scared of things that we don't understand, you know?
Yeah.
노래까지 불렀는데 잘렸다면서요.
Oh my god. Why is he such a dick?
But it's funny though.
상정약품 회장님 일 얘기 들었습니다. 속상하시겠어요.
나야 뭐 우변이 애 많이 써줬는데 아쉽게 됐지.
그러게요. 우영우 변호사 화이팅.
Isn't that what the lady
Yeah,
said
that's
too?
what the lady said. Yeah. Oh, he came.
Oh, so that was dope. We thought she was focused on him, but she was really focused on the young man coming out of the cab. Yeah.
또 한다. 노래 또 해. 노래 또 해.
Right here.
또 해. 노래 또 해.
Oh, and all the snacks.
I'd have hopped in the cab just for the snacks.
상훈이 그 얘기만 안 꺼내주신다면 남편은 제가 설득할게요.
네. 정명석 변호사님께 말씀드려 보겠습니다.
But that's like admitting that he's crazy, and he wasn't crazy.
일탈적이고 비정상적인 모든 것이 반드시 열등한 것은 아니다. 자폐 아들은 새로운 사고방식과 경험으로
Correct.
훗날 놀라운 성과를 이룰 수도 있다. 한스 아스퍼거는 나치 부역자였습니다.
I did not know about
I
that about
did
him.
not
Yeah.
know that. Wow.
정의는 정신과 의사시죠. 자폐증에 대해 잘 아시는. 지금 이 법정 안에 자폐 환자가 몇이나 있습니까?
네?
제가 보기엔 피고인 말고도 한 명이 더 있는.
Hey, that's rude.
Wow. Really?
방금 증인에게 질문한 변호인은 어떻습니까?
What does that have to do with the case? Excuse me, sir.
검사는 사건과 무관한 데다
Yes.
차별적이기까지 한 발언으로 변호인을 모욕하고 있습니다.
기각합니다.
How so?
검사의 질문이 변호인에게 공격적일 수는 있겠으나 사건과 무관하다거나 차별적이라고 보진 않습니다. 변호인, 앉으세요. 검사는 계속 신문하시고요.
Well, where is he going with
Like,
this?
is he trying to prove bias or what?
Right.
우영우 변호사가 자폐 스펙트럼 장애를 갖고 있는 건 알고 있습니다. 하지만 들어서 아는 거지 진단한 게 아닙니다.
Exactly. She's not his patient. Right.
우영우 변호사한테 자폐가 있습니까? 없습니까?
있습니다. 있는데
증인은 피고인이 심신미약자라고 생각하십니까? 피고인에게 자폐가 있기 때문인가요?
네.
그렇다면 증인은 변호인도 심신.
It's not black and white, dude. Oh my God.
I mean, it's really messed up what he's doing, but I can see the angle of why he's trying to do it this way.
Yeah.
자폐가 있는 피고인은 다른 범죄자들과 차등을 둬 감형해야 한다면서 자폐가 있는 변호사의 주장은 다른 법조인들과 동등하게 인정해라.
That's interesting.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
변호인의 주장에 모순이 있음을 지적하는 겁니다.
Yeah, I mean, it's just uncomfortable. That's very uncomfortable.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Attorney Wu? Do not have a meltdown in court right now. You cannot.
Whoa, that's a tough day in court right there. Wow.
Whoa.
I don't like that other attorney, but he like it was a smart move.
Yeah, mic dropped like hell in that moment. It was like boom.
No. She's testing
Yeah,
it. She's just testing
it, right?
Yeah. She ain't really trying to do it.
Uh-oh.
We need
Here
to
we
save.
go. Here we go.
Come on, Romeo.
Hey there.
Hey, how you doing there?
Hello.
Yeah. I got you. Just
My,
make sure you know I
what
got you.
beautiful eyes you have.
You're safe.
이준호 씨의 손이 아직도 제 엉덩이를
It was for a good cause.
그래서 제가 등부터 떨어졌던 겁니다.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Which animal are we getting? Which
what
one?
are we getting now? What is
we got
that?
a whale. That's a whale.
It's an orca. It's a killer whale.
방금 제가 목을 메고 있었는데 이준호 씨가 저를 구했습니다.
Phrasing. We need to get the phrasing right.
오른쪽 갈비뼈 앞쪽 3번에서 7번까지 5개, 왼쪽 갈비뼈 앞쪽 2번에서 7번까지 6개. 그리고 그 갈비뼈 좀 잠깐 가리켜도 되겠습니까?
네.
He's like, listen, I'm just here to make sure she don't die.
피고인이 피해자의 엉덩이를 붙잡고 있었기 때문에 피해자는 등부터 바닥으로 떨어졌던 겁니다.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
And it was really high up as well.
벗을 수가 있습니다. 형량도 훨씬 가벼워질 거고요. 이 내용으로 저희가 무죄 주장을 하려면 큰 아드님이 자살 시도한 사실을
The why was he up there?
그렇게 불행했다는 걸 애비로서 인정하기가 싫었습니다. 하지만 정훈이를 위해서라면 내가 못할 게 뭐가 있겠습니까? 방금 말씀하신 대로 그렇게 진행하세요.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
All right, Dad.
저의 자폐와 피고인의 자폐가 무엇이 같고 무엇이 다른지 저한테는 보이지만 검사는 보지 못합니다. 그렇다면
The jury. Yeah.
피고인에게 도움이 되는 변호사가 아닙니다. 저는 피고인에게 도움이 되는 변호사가 아닙니다.
But you found out all this stuff, though, that everyone overlooked.
And that's the tragedy. All of that brilliance is being overlooked.
우영우 변호사 법정 내보내자고?
네, 일을 못한 것도 아니고 실수를 한 것도 아닙니다. 자폐가 있으니까 변론이 효과적이지 않.
I love that he's standing up for her now, when in the beginning he was kind of like, wait, what? You know?
Yeah.
이력서 뒷장 못 보셨습니까? 그걸 보고도 뽑으셨습니까? 아니 이런 애를 도대체 어떻게 가르칩니까? 했잖아요.
She just called him out on the same thing. Yeah. He got to know her.
신입 변호사의 권리를 위해서 끝까지 싸워주는 투사는 못 돼요. 그러니까 변호사님이라도 보여주세요. 둘이 한 팀이라는 거.
Nice. I like that. By the way, he's got a dope tie. That tie is amazing. But yes, I like that. I'm with that. Good strategy.
명석이 나 없으면 안 돼요? 언제까지 내가 명석이 뒷수습 해줘야 돼요?
Hey. I feel a rival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have like a whole backstory just brewing in my mind.
I mean, he's got his own private office too, so apparently he's got clout.
Uh-oh.
피해자의 사인은 뭡니까?
갈비뼈가 부러져 가슴 안에 피가 나 사망했습니다. 따로 부러졌다고 보기는 어렵다는 뜻입니다. 골절이 한 줄로 나란히 나 있으니까요.
Yep, she's right.
당시 피고인은 극도로 흥분해 피해자를 난타했다고 들었습니다. 그런 상태에서 피해자의 갈비뼈를 한 줄로 맞춘 듯 반듯하게 때리기는 어렵기 때문입니다.
네.
Science.
That's it. That's all I got for you. Science.
Yep.
형을 구하려고 그런 겁니까? 아닙니까?
네. 아유, 수고는요. 제가 회장님 사건 직접 제 손으로 마무리할 수 있어서 영광이었습니다.
He's gonna take all the credit or something.
특히 우리 우영우 변호사가 많이 아쉬울 것 같아.
괜찮습니다.
수고하셨습니다.
예, 회장님.
아, 이 친구가
고마워, 승준아.
That's right. I love it. I love that her team are like protecting her.
Good.
저기요.
네.
It's this old 80s and 90s nostalgic gifts.
I guess. It better have something to do with whales, though. Otherwise, I don't know if she'll appreciate it.
Oh, you know what I think it is? It's one of those little projectors, right?
Oh,
That
yeah.
puts images on the wall, I think. Oh, wow. Really?
No. No. There's always going to be people who are going to try and bring you down. Like, because she's just so innocent and straightforward. When people come and attack her like that, it's going to feel difficult, you know? Because she doesn't understand maybe that that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to personally attack her. And so she's like, oh, that's true. Especially when like your whole life probably has been people saying those types of things to you, you know?
You better not leave us like that. You better not.
No.
Oh, come on.
Her friends are gonna come.
I
Oh.
like the end credits. The end credits are fun.
I love this show.
Yeah.
You know what? I wasn't expecting this episode to be quite as, I guess, moving as it was, as it felt a lot more serious than the other two. Like the other two episodes, we were laughing our asses off. And while there were still funny moments in this, I was actually like more on the verge of tears, a lot more.
I think this was necessary too, because if we kept continuing down the path of just, teeing our way through her life, we might have missed the big picture. And the big picture is, she's a woman with disabilities that's highly capable, but has to overcome all of these obstacles, right? And we need to get down to the root of that before we get, whisked away in the, could he love her? Or, is the father going to be, we did need to get to the root of the issue. This was episode 3, and I thought it was very well placed. I thought it was a really good idea. Now is that time, because like you said, those first 2 episodes, I'm here for the fun.
Yeah.
And even though there was fun moments, it's a real serious issue.
Yeah, and I also love how with this episode they really showed the spectrum, right? Because they call it autism spectrum. I forget the full name now, but it is a spectrum, and you see how someone like a Tony Wu is absolutely capable to do this job, to make her way in the real world. Yes, course, she has some struggles with certain things and triggers and whatnot, but for the most part, she's probably gonna do just fine, especially if she's got some good people around her who can, you know, help her out with things that she's maybe not so good at. But then you see on the other end where this defendant literally has the mental capacity of 5 or 6 year old, and you see how difficult it is for him to cope, and you see that juxtaposition and you're like, wow, yeah, it really is a spectrum, and you can't just paint over people with autism with broad strokes of like, you know, everyone is like this or everyone is like that. So I thought the show actually did a really good job of showing us that and making us feel empathy for these characters.
Yeah. I also like that they called people on their shit, and we saw it in a couple of ways. Junho, he's our main love interest. Yeah, it's him.
Yeah.
As much as, you know, we gush over him and him seeing her for more than what is seen, like all of us, and we all have friends that have certain things, be it sexual orientation, religion, politics, whatever it is that you stand on. Most people don't know that thing completely. And as a result of that, if they're your friend, your colleague, or whatever it is, there's going to be missteps because you have to grow into understanding somebody. And we got a chance to see a small misstep for him, and that is he didn't really defend her when his colleague, his friend, called her out and assumed that she was part of his mental health group that he, I guess he volunteered for.
Yeah, it's like because he volunteered for disabled people. Yeah.
Right. Now, it wasn't a big misstep, but it still was one that affected Wu. It was enough to be like, okay, I feel bad. She didn't even really call him out about not being defended, but we felt it, right?
Yeah.
And then we saw it again with one of the lead, when he goes to the CEO, when he goes to Han, and he's like, this is an injustice.
Yeah.
You know, if what they're doing to her is wrong, and Han called him out on his shit, and was like, well, if you think it's an injustice and you're going on about this is my teammate, then what are you going to do about it? And he chose to pass the case on to somebody else in solidarity with his teammate. So there was a lot of, in this episode, a call to action per se. It's like, it's one thing to be empathetic, and that's fine, and that's a big part of the battle. But let's take it another step further, and like, what are you going to do? And also realize that just because you're friends with somebody doesn't mean that you're going to get it right every time either.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, you know, if you are in a situation like this, you're always learning and you're always becoming more aware of how you might be able to help that person or what things might affect them and how you can stand up for them. So yeah, I absolutely loved that. I also really liked how they brought in more of the dad story and the perspective of what it's like being a parent of an autistic child. And like, once again, you see the two sides, because you see her dad who loves his daughter. Imagine it must be so difficult for parents because, you know, you have this overwhelming love for your child. And I suppose you want to know that on some level it's returned back to you. But it's like in this case, it's almost like you have to take a leap of faith and be like, I just have to believe that on some level my daughter cares about me and loves me, which I'm sure she does. It's just that she doesn't know how to show that, you know, in a way that us like neurotypical people understand. And then you kind of see that with the young man who is the defendant in this case as well, where he clearly really cared about his brother. There is love there, even though like we might not be able to recognize it really well. And then, you know, even with his parents, like that was so rough, like all of the subtext there of like, oh, we wish it wasn't that son that died, but also like there's still love there. It's complicated. And I thought that they did that really well.
We got a chance to see two perspectives from two different fathers.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to see Wu's dad, and we got the chance to see the brother's dad and how he went about it. And in one way, Wu's father talked about the loneliness of being a parent. Other, we're dealing with a father who has a child who is quote unquote normal, and one who is on the spectrum, and one who has been showered with accolades for academic success, and he doesn't want that honor stripped away from his son, even if it means sacrificing his other son. He didn't necessarily see both sons on the same level. You know, I'm cool to sacrifice everything in order to protect the reputation of this particular son, but he didn't even consider the possibility of let me save this son from this horrible thing. That was just really difficult writing. Two fathers dealing with a spectrum disorder in two totally different ways. That's a tough thing to write.
Yeah. And then also I was wondering as well just about the whole situation with the older son. Now, I don't know what it's like in South Korea, but I have heard that in Japan, for instance, it's actually not uncommon for people to take their own lives if they, fail at university, don't get placed in the university that they wanted to. Like, the pressure is really intense. And I imagine that maybe that is the same or similar in South Korea, where, there's a lot of pressure placed on you. And I can only imagine what it must have been like for the older brother to, be the golden child and have all of those accolades placed upon you, and then to struggle in university and be afraid of failing. So much so that you would rather take your own life. And the feeling of failure that the parents have, and I think that's why there's like this whole issue of honor, right? I imagine that maybe there's a sense of deep shame to admit that someone in your family took their own life, because there's probably a stigma with like, oh, they were mentally weak, and also your failure as a parent because you didn't recognize that. Or even maybe people in your community, people around you might be like, how did you raise your children that they became so weak? Like there's so many questions. And so like I can understand why on one level the dad wants to hold on to that image, no matter how false that is. And so I wonder if what the show was, trying to do there was to like, I guess, break the stigma and make it okay for that to be talked about. I don't know if I'm really making sense, but that's kind of what I was picking up on as I was watching the episode.
I'll co-sign with you on that. I picked that up too. It's like, well, we've already got this one difficult theme, and now let's talk about the why behind let's protect the pride of our child and ourselves, and parents seeing a reflection of themselves within their own children. They also were saying they had a lot that they were trying to figure out. I wanted to add one more small thing before we close out, and that is, the show still does a very good job of bringing some like levity, right? Because we're dealing with some heavy stuff, right? And the way they dealt with it with the karaoke, I'm assuming the Penguin is a children's show or something like that comes on TV.
Cartoon character, right? Yeah,
and we needed that laugh. I know I did, because I'm like, man, we getting beat over the head with some heavy stuff right now that we need. We need this, but it was a bit of a reprieve to see everybody singing and dancing.
They went to those lengths to try and relate to their client on his level instead of trying to force him to come out and relate to them on their level, because he just wasn't able to. I mean, you do the same for a small child if you were interrogating a child. So why wouldn't you do the same for someone with autism?
Well, that's a good place to actually close this out, and what you need to do to help this particular channel out. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscription button. And thank you everybody that has showed so much love to this series so far. It's been an absolute joy, and I'm hoping that you can see the full-blown episode of how we really get down beat to beat through the Patreon page. Achara Kirk, please let everybody know how that works.
So you can join the Patreon, patreon.com/Jaby Koay, memberships on the Jaby Koay YouTube channel or on Get Jaby. It's all there, baby.
Hey, and if you're confused, don't worry, there'll be a link in the description. With that being said, give me those thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next one.